shakers, and as a financial advisor, it may surprise some people to learn that money is not the most important thing to me. Money really is not the most important thing to any of us, if we think about it. Money is very important, it's extremely important, but I place it as number 3 in terms of level of importance. The first 2 being our health and our relationships. And if you believe in God or a higher power, I place God in the relationship category, because naturally the question would be, well then what is your relationship with God? But once you get beyond health and relationships, in my opinion, money is the 3rd most important thing in our lives. We have to have it to survive. If we don't have money, we start having serious problems. And if we do have money, it takes care of a lot of problems, a lot of concerns. And I'm dealing with people's money. I've been dealing with people's money for the past 25 years. I understand how important people's money is to them. I understand that I'm dealing with people's life savings. It's all the money that they have in the world. They're concerned about it. They need to make this work for them. And I take that seriously. And I've got the older clients and the younger clients. I've got the older clients who have accumulated the money, and now they're retired, and they need this money to provide them with an income. They need this money to be invested in a way that hopefully outpaces or grows faster than inflation or the rising cost of living, but also invested in a way that is responsible and that takes into account risk management. And we're not taking unnecessary high risks with the money, because these people are concerned and they don't want to lose what they've spent their entire lives creating. But then I deal with the younger clients, the people who aren't using the money to provide income yet, but they're still trying to build the money. They've got some money, they've accumulated it, they're adding to it, but they're investing for growth. And so this is the work that I'm doing with people. Primarily, it's investment portfolios, it's helping people accumulate, it's helping people provide income back to themselves when they're retired. But also, I do full financial planning. So anything else that affects a person financially, or anything else that would be an aspect of their financial life, I'm helping them with it. How much money should they keep in savings? Do they have credit card debt? Do they have a mortgage? What kind of mortgage is it? Are they making extra payments on the mortgage? Should they? What about their insurance protection? What about their estate planning needs? Full financial planning is what I do, but with a focus on helping people accumulate wealth. And I always struggle before a speech like this, because how do I talk about financial planning and investments within 8 minutes? What am I going to say? There's so many things to talk about, so many different directions that I could go. I want to be able to communicate it. I want to be able to make sense of it. And so I was sitting down yesterday, and I said, well, let me look at my client list. So I'm looking at my top 10 clients, and I'm looking for the commonalities. And there are differences. And when I look at my top 10 largest clients, I find what I would expect to find. I find a couple of retired clients. I find a couple of very successful business owner clients who are younger and not retired. I find a divorced woman. I find a couple of people who had old 401ks or retirement plans, and they left an employer and they needed to do something with that money, and I helped take it into their overall portfolio. I find differences in my top 10 clients, but I find a glaring commonality in those top 10 clients. It's really amazing, quite frankly, is that every single one of those people had a financial advisor before they came to me, which directly contradicts the myth that so many people have that, well, these successful people, these millionaires, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm not going to recommend Brian because they've already got the best advisors. They've already got it figured out. They're all set. Well, folks, I'm here to tell you that they're not all set. Some of these people have advisors who aren't taking care of them. who don't know answers to questions that they should know answers to, who don't follow up with the client on important matters, who don't respond when the client calls them. Or in some cases, you've got advisors who simply retired or left the business. So when I look at this top 10 list of my largest clients, I see top largest client, advisor not responsive, advisor left the business, not happy with advisor, changed advisor due to divorce, advisor retired, advisor failed out of the business, no relationship with advisor, not happy with advisor, looking for independent advisor. So these people are leading advisors, but then when they come to me, look at how long they stay. 5 years, 10 years, 3 years, 14 years, 7 years, 4 years, 23 years, 6 years, 12 years, 10 years. People are looking for an advisor who is experienced. They're looking for an advisor who is educated. They're looking for an advisor who cares and understands the importance of what he's doing for people. They're looking for an advisor who pays attention to detail. They're looking for an advisor who returns phone calls in a timely manner, who answers the phone when they call. And if they don't call, an advisor who proactively calls them and reaches out a couple of times throughout the years. And when they come to me, that is exactly what they get. And it's so funny that I've been able to compete in this business and retain clients, attract them and retain clients, not just through the knowledge and the experience, but also through the good old-fashioned customer service that I think is the easiest thing to do. But I do it. And so I was reminded of a meeting I had last week. I was sitting, and I don't travel for appointments. People come to me. But when you have a client who is dying, and her daughter is in the home caring for her, and they need to sign some papers in these last few weeks, and they can't get out of the house, well, naturally, you get up and you drive to their house and you say, look, I'll come to you. And so I'm sitting at the dining room table, and when I started working with this woman 10 years ago, neither her nor I nor the daughter had any idea that she was going to die in 10 years. That she retired, I worked with her, I invested the money conservatively because she was extremely risk averse. Now we have a new situation to deal with. And the daughter is my client, and she's going to inherit this money. And we were talking about the money, and it's interesting to me to see the difference in the two people. The mother who's older, who is always very conservative. The daughter is going to take this money and do totally different things with it. She's going to resolve a few matters, build up savings a little bit, but the one constant, the two constants, the three constant items in this equation are what? The money. The money changes hands. What that mother did is going to benefit the daughter. The money is going to continue. It's going to be used differently, but that's the constant. Number two, the advisor is the constant. I'm here. I was here at the beginning. I was here at the end. I'm here at the new beginning. But the money, what we do with the money is always changing, because what matters is the client. What matters are the people, and what's important to the people that I'm helping. And what's important to that daughter, and what that daughter needs, and what that daughter is going to do with this money is going to be different. But the third constant is that we're going to invest the bulk of that money. It was invested before, we grew it before, it's going to be invested now, we're going to grow it now, and I'm going to be here to help. If you know somebody that I can help, let me know, and I'll be glad to help. Brian Wade, Tampa Financial.